Subtract real numbers with the same sign. Student learning objectives. Subtract real numbers with the same sign. Subtract real numbers with the same sign. To subtract real numbers with the same sign, add the additive inverse of the second number to the first number. So here, the first number minus second number. This is what we mean. So we add the additive inverse of the second number. So we have 3 minus 2. The second number is 2. The additive inverse of 2 is negative 2. So we add negative 2 to 3. Now we use the steps for adding numbers, real numbers, with different signs. So we subtract the absolute value, the smaller absolute value, from the larger one. The smaller absolute value is negative 2. So we subtract it from 3. 3 minus 2. The result is 1. The sign of the larger number is positive. So the answer inherits the sign of the larger absolute value, which is 3. 4 minus 8. Add, here according to the steps, we're going to add the additive inverse of 8 to the first number. So 4 plus the additive inverse of 8 is negative 8. Now we're adding real numbers with different signs. To do that, we subtract the smaller absolute value from the larger one. That smaller absolute value is 4. We subtract it from the larger absolute value, which is 8. So 8 minus 4 is 4. The sign inherits the sign of the larger absolute value. The sign of the larger absolute value is negative, so the answer is negative. Minus 3 minus 2. Add the additive inverse of the second number to the first number. Second number is a negative 2. The additive inverse of negative 2 is positive 2. So we add positive 2. Now we are adding two real numbers with opposite signs. So we use the rule, the steps for adding numbers with opposite signs. We subtract the smaller absolute value from the larger absolute value. The smaller absolute value is 2. So we subtract it from 3, the larger absolute value. 3 minus 2 is 1. The sign of the larger absolute value is negative, so the answer inherits the sign of the larger absolute value. Another example, minus 4 minus 8. So this is equal to minus 4 plus 8. And this subtract, this equals to 4.